My dear, today I can truly say that I have no complaints left from life. When I look back at the person I was before meeting you, I almost feel like I'm remembering a stranger. I was deeply pessimistic, constantly dissatisfied, and rarely at peace with myself. Whenever something didn't work in my favor, I immediately blamed fate or complained to God, questioning why life was being unfair to me. I never paused to see what I already had or how far I had come. Instead, I was always looking outward, measuring my life against others and feeling miserable whenever I believed I had less than them. Comparison ruled my mind in every stage of life. In school, even when I improved my marks compared to previous exams, I couldn't feel proud of myself if someone else scored higher. That small sense of progress, which should have made me happy, felt meaningless because my focus was never on growth, it was on being better than others. I carried that same mindset into every part of my life. I convinced myself that happiness was something to be earned only when I surpassed everyone around me, and because of that belief, happiness was always just out of reach. This constant comparison slowly poisoned my peace of mind. I was restless, anxious, and never satisfied. Instead of enjoying the present, I lived in a continuous state of competition. I was always planning, calculating, and pushing myself, not out of self-love or ambition, but out of fear of falling behind. Even friendships weren't safe from this habit. I unknowingly turned every bond into a silent competition, comparing achievements, progress, and recognition. Because of that, I never truly let myself connect with people. I didn't have genuine friendships, only shallow connections shaped by rivalry and insecurity. The saddest part is that I didn't even realize I was hurting myself. This habit of comparison was slowly taking away my peace, my joy, and my ability to appreciate life, yet I believed this was just how life was supposed to be. I never questioned whether my mindset was wrong. I simply assumed that life was a race, and if I wasn't winning, I was failing. I didn't understand that life was never meant to feel so heavy or exhausting. Everything began to change after I met you. At first, I didn't realize how deeply you would impact me, but the more I got to know you, the more something inside me began to shift. Through your words, your actions, and the way you looked at life, I slowly started seeing my own reflection more clearly. You made me realize something incredibly important, something I had never understood before. I realized that a person's true competition is not with the whole world, but with their own self. You helped me understand that there will always be someone smarter, richer, more successful, or more talented, and chasing endless comparisons will only lead to misery. Instead of feeling bad about others being ahead, what truly matters is whether I am growing compared to who I was yesterday. That realization alone felt like a burden lifting off my chest. For the first time, I allowed myself to breathe without pressure. After meeting you, I found peace in life. I started being kinder and more patient with myself. I stopped being so harsh over my mistakes and failures and began seeing them as part of growth rather than proof of inadequacy. I learned to appreciate even small achievements, to celebrate progress no matter how minor it seemed. Gratitude slowly replaced envy, and contentment took the place of constant dissatisfaction. For the first time in my life, I genuinely felt happy, not because I was better than someone else, but because I was finally at peace with myself. I felt relaxed, calm, and emotionally lighter. I often found myself wondering why I had tortured myself for so many years without any real reason. Why I had wasted so much energy chasing comparisons that never truly mattered. I am endlessly grateful that you came into my life when you did. You taught me a lesson that completely transformed the way I see myself and the world around me. Without you, I might have spent my entire life trapped in trivial competitions, never understanding what true happiness feels like. I would have kept chasing approval, validation, and superiority, while losing myself in the process. Thank you, sweetheart, for being so kind, patient, and generous with me. Thank you for helping me grow, for opening my eyes to my mistakes, and for guiding me toward a more peaceful way of living. Because of you, my life feels lighter, more meaningful, and genuinely beautiful. I will always be grateful to you for showing me that happiness was never outside. I just needed to learn how to see myself with love. Sweetheart, there are moments when I find myself wondering how long I will continue to miss you like this and how long you will keep affecting my heart so deeply. Time has passed, seasons have changed, and life has moved forward in so many ways, yet my feelings seem untouched by time. Even though we are miles apart now, even though we no longer speak and our lives no longer intersect, an unexplainable sadness washes over me whenever your thoughts enter my mind. I often ask myself why the absence of your presence still feels so heavy, why the distance has not dulled the ache, and why my heart still reacts as if nothing has truly changed at all. It has been years since I last saw you or heard your voice, and I still remember that moment when we drifted apart. Back then, I truly believed that forgetting you would take time, that moving on was something I would eventually learn to do, like everyone else seems to. I never imagined that letting go of you would feel impossible, or that forgetting you would take an entire lifetime. I didn't know that some people leave an imprint so deep that time cannot erase it, no matter how hard one tries. I assumed my heart would eventually heal and grow quiet, but instead, it learned to carry your memory silently and persistently. I have no idea what is happening in your life now. I don't know what dreams you are chasing, what struggles you may be facing, or what joys fill your days. I don't even know where you live anymore. So much about you has become unknown to me, and yet, none of that seems to matter to my heart. My heart remembers what my mind no longer knows. It remembers your smile, your presence, the smallest details that once felt ordinary but now feel priceless. Even today, when I think of you for too long, my eyes fill with tears before I can stop them. I miss you so much that sometimes it feels like my chest cannot contain it, as if the longing wants to escape in a cry loud enough for the universe to hear. When we went our separate ways, I did not understand the depth of my love for you. I thought it was just another relationship, something that would eventually fade like so many things do these days. I was wrong. What I felt for you was rare and extraordinary, something far more meaningful than I ever realized at the time. Even now, it feels as though my love for you has never truly stopped. I may have learned how to live without you, but my heart has never learned how to stop loving you. In many ways, I still feel just as crazy about you as I was back then. Sometimes I look at myself and wonder how I ended up here, sitting quietly and writing about feelings that were never fully spoken. I don't even know whether you remember me anymore, or if I am just a distant memory that has long faded from your mind. Strangely, the truth is that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you remember me or miss me, because my love for you exists without conditions. Nothing can reduce it, and nothing can take it away. It lives within me, untouched by time, distance, or silence. There have been countless moments when I have prayed to God, asking for just one more chance to see you in this lifetime. I don't ask for explanations or promises, I only wish to look at you once more with my own eyes. I want to know how life has treated you, to see whether you are smiling, whether you are at peace, and whether your dreams are slowly becoming real. Every day, in my quiet prayers, I ask for your happiness and your well-being. I hope that wherever you are living the life you always deserved, surrounded by kind and loving people who value you. I hope that every wish hidden in your heart is fulfilled and that every dream you once held close finds its way into reality. More than anything, I want happiness for you, pure, lasting happiness, because you deserve nothing less. If God wills it, perhaps our paths will cross again someday, and we will come face to face once more. And if that moment never comes, I hope you somehow know that there is a person in this world who has loved you with their entire heart, without asking for anything in return. I will always cherish your memories gently and lovingly within me, carrying them as something sacred. May God bless you always, wherever life takes you.